first carry here for Robinson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 5. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Howell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Goes up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, we're handing great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, We always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Oh, it stays up. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Howell now to throw it. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he goes out right around the 39. 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
The score, Commanders 10, Commanders nothing.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 34 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Commanders nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Howell throwing for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. Caught out left side by Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell changing the play here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fourth down, Howell taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. And Howell will throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Second and 10, Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Samuel going to go in motion right. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And once more, Howell back to the air. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's Howell with another throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
First down.
First down, Howell to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
One last shot before the break. Howell slings this deep for McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders 25, Commanders 8.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now throwing on first down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second down throw for Howell. And that is incomplete here.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Howell throwing on third down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Howell's pass intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing here, Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Howell going to go for it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Another throw for Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain of 9 yards.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Flush to his right.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Howell looking to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Samuel going to go in motion right. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Howell from the gun. He's got Gibson on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And quickly, they get to the line. And Howell will throw it. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Howell down to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. That is caught. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Straight ahead, Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Howell. Incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the 1st. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him.
There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 69 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Howell to throw.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Probably they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Howell's throw complete to Dodson.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
3rd and 7.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw.
Howell throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Well, That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.